Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing my 219th Mezco Toyz 112 Collective action figure review, this time being of Casey Jones. Now as we can see, this figure comes in your standard Mezco box with some really great artwork of Casey Jones from the comics. And if we turn the box around, more of that awesome artwork. So with the box out of the way, let's go ahead and crack this figure open and let him breathe.
Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Casey Jones here, and I know I'm probably the last reviewer to actually get this video up, as I just got my Casey Jones haul in from Mezco like a lot of you are getting right now. But hey, this is the Bat Bomb channel. I want to do as many Mezco reviews as possible. And damn, dude, yes, and so much yes. First of all, the Mezco Turtles, in my opinion, the best turtles ever made. That's just my opinion. I am so glad they gave us Casey Jones. Oh my god, this looks so awesome. First of all, I love the cutoff vest here and like that blue jean type of material, kind of like an acid wash type of thing. It looks really cool. I love the little buttons that you see there. His sweatpants look really good. I love you even got the little tassels right here to tie it up, you know what I mean? His shoes look really cool. I love the details on those. I love you even got the peg holes on the feet, a little bit of tread on there. Those look really nice as well. One thing I noticed, if you pick up like the cuff up the sleeve from the sweatpants there, I love how like even the socks are different. Like this one's kind of like sagging down, you know, and then this one's like still like all the way up on the ankle. I think that's a really cool attention to detail, man. Something like a lot of people won't really notice. Honestly, Mezco didn't have to do, but something like that is actually really nice. You can pull off the vest if you want to. He just has his, you know, very stereotypical 1980s workout dude cutoff shirt showing off his abs. You know, I love it. I think it looks awesome. And we'll talk about those head sculpts shortly. The hands look really good. The musculature looks really nice as well. I'm just really happy with this, man. Again, I'm so glad they didn't just do the turtles, but that we got another character from that world as well. Moving on to accessories, we of course do get the Mezco circular base stand with the Casey Jones logo printed atop right there, and it's a decent logo. It's a little too modern for my taste for this particular version of the character, but it still looks good. You got like the baseball bat and the hockey stick like that, so it looks really good. And of course you do get the clear articulated arm. We also do get a bunch of interchangeable hands, so you got things like different types of closed-fisted hands, gripping hands, stylized posing hands, all those things you're going to need. What I do really like is that not only do we get those standard hands, but I'm gonna take these off here. We actually do get like gloves. So you got these mitts here that can kind of fit over the forearm like that. And this will just plug in separately onto that wrist peg like so. So you have more like protective hockey gear, you know what I mean? Like hockey pads and things like that. So you got one for that arm. And then you got this one that's more of like a goalie type of glove. Like that, it's gonna fit there. This does go a very specific way, you know. There is a bit of a thicker hole that will go up more the forearm, and these can honestly be a little tricky getting on and to like line up and make sure it's on there securely. You gotta have to fidget with it and make sure it's on there, so hopefully that works out like that. But I love that they did that. I think like the details on these like gloves and pads look awesome. I love like how dirty and worn they look. This is like held together with like stitching and tape and all that kind of stuff. So I think it looks really cool. I love all the different colors and the wash on all that. I love that, man. It came out really good. Same thing with this one. This just looks really cool. These thick, really nice padded gloves. You know, he really needs that kind of stuff when he's out there in the streets patrolling. But I also love the fact that those are actual gripping hands, so he could actually hold on to all of his different weapons and accessories. So let's put him there. First of all, we do get this really nice, it's initially a golf bag, that's what he uses. We got little straps and buckles to adjust it if you really want to, but I love how like dirty, it looks like worn, beat up leather. Again, you can see some stitching, like this is just, he just uses whatever he can find, man. He gets some sports gear and puts it together and he uses that to kick some ass, you know what I mean? So, but I love, again, how they kind of like dirtied it up and made it look like it's kind of like fading or, you know, torn up. So that's really cool. There also is a bendy wire here at the top of this, so you can kind of like shape it to the way you want once you get all the weapons in there. So we get things like a golf club, which is really nice. Of course, you got to have all these specific weapons, and I'm just going to put them in here as I name them off. We do get a hockey stick. Again, that looks really cool as well. I love how dirty it looks with the tape and things at the end. Very nice. We do get a goalie stick. This is one of my favorite ones, a thicker type of like wood you got here with like the gray wrapping and things. I think that looks really cool too. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. We do get a wooden baseball bat, and I love the wrapping on that. And I love how you can see like little dings and nicks and scratches and things like that. Like he actually does use it, so that's really cool. We also do get an aluminum baseball bat, which I do love as well. And again, you can see the little dents and indentations when he's, I don't know, knocking people around, whatever he does. I think that's super cool. Again, put that in there. We also do get a broken baseball bat. This is pretty iconic. It's the same one as the wooden one. This is just like it's broken. It's like you broke it off someone's back or head, or I don't know. But that's really cool. You can put that in there as well. And of course, cricket. I love the cricket bat here. Again, the dirtiness of it, the wash, the scratches all over that thing. That looks like real wood. Super cool. All of this stuff can fit in the bag like so. And if you want to, you can just lift up this arm, put this over that, and then get it over the head right there, just like that. And boom, man, now you have Casey Jones carrying all his weapons. Again, this dude is basically a freaking Big Five mixed with a freaking vigilante, you know what I mean? I don't know, but still, he looks super dope. I love that, again, he can carry all of his accessories in that golf bag. Just a very cool looking figure, man. I absolutely love this. Now the last things we're going to talk about is all these different head sculpts. So we do get 3 head sculpts with this one. First of all, on the left, you do get the standard masked Casey Jones head, and I think that's just such an iconic look, honestly. In my opinion, the Casey mask is one of the most iconic masks in all of like pop culture. That's just me, but I love like the darkness around the eyes, that shadowy look. It just gives it a really mean look. The sculpt of that is fantastic. I also love the battle damage one that we see there. Looks really good too with those scratches. Like he has just fought a really hard fought battle, you know what I mean? I love that a lot. That might be the one I go with on my display. But I also love the unmasked head, because that is just a great looking head sculpt with that really gnarly mullet, you know, that kind of like smirk cockiness to Casey Jones, which I think is really cool. So I do love that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off because I want to pop on the unmasked head, because as much as I like that, I think it looks really cool. I wish they would have gave us just a separate mask, you know what I mean? Because these are non-removable. I wish they would have give us an actual Casey Jones mask so he could like hold into his hands or something. I think that would have been a lot better in my opinion. But still, this looks good. All the other masks look very good. Again, just you get a lot of great stuff with the guy, and that makes me so happy. So with him stripped of all of his accessories, I'm going to go ahead and break down the articulation. The head and the neck are on ball pegs, so those roll around very nicely. Rotate left and right, pivot side to side, look up and down decently. His hair is a softer pliable material, so we'll get out of the way if you want to look up a little more. So it's okay, but it looks down great. Arms go feet, full 360, you know, nothing of the material getting in the way. You can see the arms go all the way up and up that way. It's a little bit of a butterfly joint out there, not that much, honestly. Rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection that rolls around, rotates left and right, crunches back very far, crunches forward very far as well. That's really nice. Pivot side to side. Hip joints can kick forward up that far. Back not so much, splits out about that much. Rotation in the upper thigh, double jointed knees where he can kick himself in his own butt. And there's a ball peg of these high top shoes, rotate up and down, and a very little bit ankle rocker. Still fairly decent considering those are high top shoes, but overall, man, again, I am just so stoked that Mezco gave us a Casey Jones here. I really hope we get more characters, man. Hopefully this is not the end of it. I want a Splinter. I want a Shredder, probably the most. I would love an April O'Neil. Like, oh my god, dude, just give me a whole cast of characters in the 112 collective form. And again, this is freaking rad. I know it's sold out everywhere. You got to pay aftermarket prices. I'm sorry, but he's worth it, man. I love it, and he is definitely a must get.
So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and Mafex Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a Mythic Legion Scapular and Mafex Bane. And for some Casey comparison, here he is standing next to the NECA Movie Turtle Casey and Super 7 Ultimates Casey. And for some Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to the first release of the Mezco 112 Collective Turtles. So there it is, guys, my review of Casey Jones. Now, honestly, I don't really have a whole lot to complain about. I guess my biggest thing would I wish that he came with a separate hockey mask. I think that would have been really cool, but other than that, this guy's freaking awesome, man. I love the 3 head sculpts that we get, especially the battle damage head. I think that thing looks awesome, and I really do like that unmasked head. The soft goods are fantastic. I love the little jean vest and the sweatpants and the cutoff shirt. That's so good. The sculpting of things like the socks is something that they didn't need to do, but I love that attention to detail. And then he has his golf bag with all of those awesome weapons and accessories, and that's really cool, man, because not only do you have to use those things as weapons, since they are just basically sports equipment, you could use those as an actual hockey stick or a baseball bat or a golf club and cricket, whatever you want to do. I love getting stuff like that in this line, and you can use those for any action figures in this scale. So I really do love this piece, man. He matches up great with the Turtles, and honestly, like a lot of us, I just hope we get more characters. I think we all want a Shredder, and I would love a Bebop and a Rocksteady and things like that. I just hope they continue, because these TMNT figures from Mezco have been fantastic. I love them so much, and I think you will love them just as much as I do. So be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.